Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week of July 10th to the 16th, 2023. First card out for you is Change in the Wind. This literally came out for Gemini as well. And you're the second reading, so both readings, this card has came out. Again, I just feel like this week there may be some wind-related weather storms, like hurricanes, typhoons, tornadoes, or even if you're just looking outside, it might be extra windy one day. And these are all signs that big change is going to be coming into your life. The spirit of wind brings about change. And so having the spirit of wind come through in your reading is showing that this week there will be changes, big changes most likely. And the 12th, Wednesday the 12th, might be a very significant day for these changes for you, which I mean is the center of the week, right? So yeah, I expect changes to happen this week for sure. And we'll get more details on this, hopefully when we do the tarot. We also have mysticism with the third eye chakra, of course. Gemini also had a third eye chakra card. So things like tarot readings and meditation and divination, spiritual seeking might be extra important to you this week. If any of you are like me and have your own spiritual business or type of practice, then I see you doing a lot of that this week, really diving into it. So that could be a sign of just having a lot to do in that realm of life this week, which is beautiful. Okay, and this week I wanted to do a message from your spirit guides and ancestors, and you have inspire passion. And look at that beautiful heart on fire, passionate. It says this: life devoid of passion can become boring, uninspired, blank canvas that slowly drains the soul. Now is a time to reignite your passions and rejoin life. This is an opportunity to set new goals, which will in turn reconnect you with all that is sacred. Sorry, I just kicked the camera. So we're seeing you kind of reclaiming your passion one way or another. This could be through your hobbies or relationships, love, romance. So I guess we'll see. On to the tarot. First card out is the Three of Cups. So entering this week, this weekend before this week begins, so the 8th and 9th, the 7th, 8th, and 9th, there might have been some really awesome social gatherings or events that you attended that were really fun and made you feel much more connected to your friends, family, loved ones, etc. Or early on in this week, you just may be really enjoying your time spent with others. This appears to be some type of big celebration, and as being the first card out, this could be the energy of the previous week or weeks of just celebrating a lot, going out a lot, enjoying life with the people that you love. That's what we see your energy in going into this week. Second card out is the Five of Swords. Okay, as you are enjoying life and the people around you, you're simultaneously seeming to walk away from a certain connection or person who you just can't, or a topic that you just can't win with, okay? You tried everything with this thing, for some of you, I'm actually saying this might be a project or a business you tried starting, and it's you tried literally everything, and you're just at this point where it's I'm walking away, I'm moving on, I'm giving up. I think knowing when to cut your losses in life is a skill that is really important to have. Like poker. A good poker player doesn't necessarily gamble every single round or whatever they're called. They know when they have a losing hand, and, they just cut their losses where they're at now so that they still have money to continue playing. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. It's a situation where as you're going out, enjoying your life, enjoying the people around you, I feel emotionally some of you are healing from some type of loss, some type of breakup, separation, or I'm seeing for some reason, not betrayal, what is the word for it when disowning someone or someone disowned you one way or the other. I'm seeing you kind of emotionally feeling really good about this. Okay, someone also might have let go of the idea that their ex is going to get back together with them, letting go of all of their belongings. I'm seeing something like that, you're healing and moving on by enjoying the present moment with your current loved ones. So it's really beautiful energy, to be honest with you. That's what I'm seeing. Third card out for you is the King of Pentacles in reversed. Okay, so this person, if it is a person, I'm seeing person or project. This, maybe some of you viewed this person as a project and gave up on that unhealthy way of viewing this and let this person go. But whoever or whatever this thing was in your life, if it was a person, they might have been an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but they didn't have to be. To me, they just were really kind of greedy, selfish with their energy. You know, you constantly were giving and initiating and doing a lot of the emotional, mental labor, and they just were really kind of stingy about things and didn't really treat you with generosity and love and kindness, you know, never wanting to take you out or, you know, put in their fair share of work, effort, resources. Okay, so that might be the person you are walking away from. They also could have had very stubborn beliefs that they refuse to change. Like, it's like, this is who I am, take it or leave it. You know, that type of person who I can't stand personally. Like those people who are like, well, you know, I have these character flaws, but that's who I am. I'm an a-hole. If you don't like it, you can get out. It's like, okay, if you can admit that you suck, then like change it, you know? You don't have high expectations or high standards for walking away from people who refuse to change. Okay, let me just point that out. So this might be someone like that. For some of you, it could be like a family member or someone in your life who just have really, really conservative beliefs that you just don't vibe with, don't resonate with, to the point where it's like you're ready to disown them. Or just their style is very old-fashioned. They never want to evolve, they never want to move forward. That's the energy of what I'm feeling here that you're walking away from to bring about more peace in your life. Now, for others of you, I am seeing like a business idea that you had in mind that you've been working so hard at, but it simply just never made you money or got you anywhere. And it's not like a passion project. It's like something that you thought would get you rich, something that you thought would work, and you're not super passionate about this idea, and it's just not working, and you're cutting your losses and kind of freeing it from your energy moving on. So I'm seeing both of those things could apply to you, or one of them, if you have strong Libra placements this week, kind of cutting your losses, walking away. Okay. Second row out for you, fourth card is the Hermit in reversed. Okay, really interesting card to get underneath the Three of Cups here. I am seeing like a big pendulum in my mind. So it's like you could start this week feeling like, oh my gosh, like I've been socializing so much, I just need some time to myself. And then later on the week, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I've just had so much alone time, I need to go out and socialize. So it's kind of like a big pendulum moment there, which is interesting. Maybe work on balancing things out. Like maybe you can incorporate a system where like, I don't know, like maybe you have a weekly phone call in the middle of the week so you don't feel so alone, and, you know, kind of tempering out those two extremes, going from feeling so overly socialized to so under-socialized. Many of you might be like introverted extroverts, where it's like both simultaneously like excites you and exhausts you, and it's just you have to create more of a stability there, like more regular social interaction that isn't so extreme, you know? Like instead of only seeing a friend one day a week and you hang out for 12 straight hours, maybe you see each other 2 or 3 times a week for like 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like temper it out a little bit. It might be a bit more consistent for you. That's actually, you know, honestly, that's good advice. Like I channel these messages. Like I'm not saying this to you because I didn't know this myself, but I'm like, that's good advice if you're someone who is like anxiously or avoidantly attached in connections. It's like if you just temper it out more and make it more stable, like that would really help. Yeah, that's great. That's great. I love that. If you're having that issue in a connection where it's like when you're together, you feel so in love and you're like, oh my God, it's moving so fast. And then like when you're not together for the week and they suck at texting or whatever, and you're just feeling like, oh my God, they hate me, blah, blah, blah. Like try to find a pattern that's a little bit more consistent. Center of your spread is the Five of Cups, right underneath that Five of Swords, guys. Definitely you have walked away from something or someone. Like both of these cards are like breakup, letting go of a dream, letting go of something that you thought could give you a lot of comfortability and routine and stability, but it did not work out here. And you know, it's sad because this person, this project, whatever it is, you know, the wine here represents that it had so much good potential, but one of those cups was poison. So it's like, you know, you'd rather drink 2 cups of wine instead of 2 cups of wine and then 1 cup of poison. So this person, this project, while it did have good things and comfortability, you know, we saw they were integrated into your routine, your comfort zone, because we see the house here representing that, and the river represents the emotional attachment you had to this project or this person. And so I just see you in this state of kind of mourning this loss here. But, you know, if we look at the Five of Cups, the 2 cups behind him, it's like there's great things in the present moment right now. If he turned around, he could pick up these cups and feel fulfilled, get like his 2 cups of wine is better than 3 cups and one of them is poison. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you turn around and look in your present moment of what is working, it might not necessarily in this moment where you're dealing with heartbreak feel like something else. Like, for example, if you're dating after, leaving an ex behind, obviously that dating process, you're not going to feel as comfortable or having all these inside jokes or something like you felt like with your ex. However, this new person might not be toxic, You're going to have to slowly pour that 3rd cup here. You're still 2 individuals, and over time you'll fill that 3rd cup up, and that cup will represent the relationship, the connection, the comfortability between you guys. And this time around, that cup will be wine and not poison, okay? Because you learned your lesson. So that's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, you're in the process of walking away. Even in this card, the people walking away from the toxicity, they're heading towards this calm ocean, calm, peaceful energies. And the clouds here represent the wind of change. The number 5 represents change. Change. That's what I would say is going on for you this week. Things are changing. You are moving on from the toxicity, whatever that may be, moving on from something that just isn't giving, it isn't working, it's trying to stay, how it was in the past. It's not moving forward. It's not evolving with you. You're letting that go and you're choosing peace, hopefully. But it's a journey to remind yourself to choose peace. 6th card out for you is the Hierophant. Okay, you will definitely benefit. And look, 555 literally came out in your reading. Wow. The Hierophant shows that you may benefit from having some type of spiritual healer or teacher at this time. So a therapist, a life coach, even just like a new podcaster to listen to or a new author to read into. I'm seeing like self-help energy here. Honestly, there's certain podcasters and authors that have honestly changed my life. And whenever the Hierophant comes out upright like this, to me, I always see that, like your life being changed by some type of mentor or teacher. Also, some of you guys might be a mentor or teacher yourself, especially with the Hermit in reversed here. You might feel called onto this path as a spiritual teacher or a therapist or a mental health advocate or someone like that coaches and teaches others. That might be where your soul is kind of pulling you in that direction. Final row out, 7th card, we have the Ace of Swords, new communication, a brand new start coming in right after you cut out that old stuff. Swords are powerful because they cut negativity out of our lives and they protect us. Having healthy boundaries now. I'm seeing you have healthy boundaries in place, and it is safe for you to open up to new people and to new projects because you have learned from this past toxic situation what you shouldn't do, what you should avoid in order to have something new and healthy. So Ace of Swords is a really positive card to come out because it shows new communication, a new direction, a new door opening up for you, Libra. We see the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. To me, it just, and right underneath those 2 5s, it all adds up. Some of you guys might be having like a home fall apart right now. It feels like that, like going through a divorce or a breakup, a separation, or like cutting off someone who was no good for you, or this could even be a death that you experienced recently and you're healing. You're trying to navigate like life being single. How will this home be happy without you? I'm seeing you try to find stability and comfort within yourself and this new direction that life is offering you. With the Hermit in reverse here as well, some of you are not comfortable or used to being single or on your own, and this week, for whatever reason, Libra, it feels like the big spiritual theme and lesson here is learning to be safe and comfortable on your own first, and then allowing that security, that comfort to be the boundary that prevents you from kind of attracting another bad situation or another toxic situation with someone who does not give, okay? Your own self-love sets the precedent of how people should be treating you. When you're happy on your own and you say to yourself, I will not settle with anyone unless they can treat me equal to or better than I treat myself, and you're actually treating yourself well, that's like the boundary right there. That's your protection. That's the sword that will bring in a new opportunity first and foremost, but also protect you from attracting another toxic situation like this, okay? Final card out for you is the Page of Wands. Beautiful. This is someone coming into your life. They feel like a new person, and they could be a fire sign or have strong fire placements, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's something about like either the way that they write, the way that they speak. So they might be a really good singer or writer, or they could be from like a different country and have like an accent that you're really attracted to. This person could also be very well traveled. This is the Page of Wands, so this always reminds me of Hermes. So they could be well traveled, or even an entrepreneur, a business owner of some sort, something like that. Very fiery spirit. And look, inspire, passion. This could be a reflection of you as well, really diving headfirst into your own passions after this loss that has occurred. Or this could be a new person coming in with communication who is you're very passionate about, and they inspire you to follow your own passions. So they're a really good influence on you, but it's a really new start here. This new project or this new person, whatever it may be. It feels very close though, close to home, because it feels like this new person or project is coming in quite shortly after this old person or project has exited your life, which is why there's still some grieving and like hesitation surrounding letting this new energy in. Hermit reversed, I'm actually seeing this as like, am I ready to, not be on my own? Like, am I ready to kind of do this? And honestly, I feel like you are. I mean, there's definitely some processing. Work slow, guys. Work slow. There's no rush here. But yeah, we're seeing new passion coming in after a loss. And I feel like the reason why you're jumping into this so quickly after this loss is occurring or has occurred is because honestly, in your past relationship or project, whatever this is, you just didn't have that passion, and your body, your soul was craving it the entire duration of the relationship or this project that you have left behind. And it's like, that's why it's happening so quickly. It's like, well, should I give myself time to mourn more? Should I give myself time? Like, it's like I immediately quit this business and start a new project the next day. Like, should I like maybe think about this more? I'm seeing that doubt, that worry in your mind. But guys, with the Hierophant here, I'm just kind of seeing like a spirit guide coming through and saying like, it's okay. It's okay to not necessarily subscribe to the normal way of doing things all the time. And that is a teaching of the Hierophant, which is funny because I feel like this is someone who like really does things by the book when it's upright, and like you need at least 6 months minimum to grieve this relationship ending before you start a new one. And it's like, yeah, these things are put in place generally by society. This advice is given loosely by society as a guideline for most people. And that's something you should be aware of. But I feel like as long as you're aware of that and aware of, not rushing things and understanding that you're still healing from this past thing, and you're not like using this new passion, this new thing to mask that pain, I think you're all good to proceed, guys. As long as you're consciously aware of this, I think you're good to proceed. So enjoy this new passion. Thank you for joining me. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and I definitely recommend watching your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus to get the fullest overview of the week ahead. Personal readings are on my website, spiritpsychic.org. Link to that in the description. Bye bye.